Whew, that was a good one.
It's not easy to find people who know about Ehlers-Danlos. For 20 years, I have told every chiropractor that I know that my head feels like a bowling ball. Somebody's taken a bowling ball and just gone, bam. And so when I saw your videos, I was like, that's what I want. Right there, that's what I want.
All right, where are you coming from?
Maine.
Alrighty.
Just outside of Portland.
Okay, definitely a little bit of a trip to get here. We got a lot going on.
Yes.
What in the world? Okay. All right, so you got to tell me about the EDS.
Yep, so I started feeling a lot of pain probably in my early 20s. In hindsight, I probably had it a lot earlier than that.
Okay.
Because it's genetic. I played competitive soccer since I was 4.
Okay.
I even played through my sophomore year in college. I was always taped from hip to toe starting in preseason.
Oh my gosh.
But now looking back, now I know why. Everybody was like, Heather, why are you always,
Yeah.
you know, this, you can't have that many injuries.
Yeah, what's going on?
So now we know why I was always pulling things and having these injuries and stuff. But I've always been in pain and I could never figure out why.
Okay.
And doctors were always like, you're perfectly healthy.
Yeah.
And it took until 7.5 years ago to get diagnosed. It took 10 years to get diagnosed, but I didn't get diagnosed until 7.5 years ago.
Are you kidding?
In my region of the country, it's not easy to find people who know about Ehlers-Danlos.
Yep.
And, as it is, the first geneticist I went and saw, even though I have the hypermobile type that doesn't have the gene for it, she told me to find a good therapist, sent me on my way, and I was in tears, but I kept fighting for myself. And
Of course.
I went to Facebook groups and things like that, and I found an amazing geneticist in Cambridge. I convinced my doctor to refer me. He knew before he even did the genetic testing to rule out the others, because I do have a lot of heart conditions and stuff that run in my family.
Okay.
So he wanted to rule out the other versions first, plus other connective tissue disorders.
Yep.
So he did all and ruled out everything else, and he's like, no, you have it.
Can't believe it took that long to
And he
figure
still,
that one out.
When other conditions come up, he still will test me for those to make sure that, because we still don't have the gene for hypermobile EDS. So
Yep.
I see him once a year.
Okay.
And then in this past year or two, I've slowly found doctors in my area that are well versed. I have an amazing DO that I see. He knows EDS like the back of his hand.
Okay,
I see
good.
him every 6 weeks.
Okay.
And he's just incredible. I get trigger point because my glutes
Yep.
and my hamstrings are
Oh, jeez.
like and he has told me that it's because my body just wants to flop over, that they're just tight.
God.
And he's given me trigger point injections in my low back too, because there was one point that I literally was walking like this.
Oh my
Couldn't
gosh.
do anything, and that has helped my low back.
Okay.
I see a PT now that's done scraping, dry needling. For 20 years, I have told every chiropractor that I know that my head feels like a bowling ball. Somebody's taken a bowling ball and just gone, bam, onto my neck.
Yep.
And I just want somebody to tape my spine and go like this to it. And so when I saw your videos, I was like, that's what I want. Right there. That's what I want. So I was like, because I've gotten some relief from, and I've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of adjustments over the years. And they've done this piece, and they've done this piece, and they've done this piece, but I've never felt like gotten my whole body done.
What do you feel on the daily?
On the daily, my worst parts are my neck, my shoulders, this part of my back,
Okay.
and this hip. like for some reason right in here, I can dolphin kick and usually get mostly this SI joint.
Okay.
And sometimes this hip will even pop.
Okay.
But especially the last week, I haven't been able to get it myself, and it's been super painful. I'm really good at self-adjusting myself.
Yeah.
I had to learn to, because
With what's going on, yeah, of course you did.
I'm in pain all the time, but and this.
I heard that.
Yep. I'm sure it's probably just a ligament rolling over something, but I don't know for sure that that's what it is.
Gotcha.
Can you do my elbows, my wrists, and my toes?
Of course I can.
Oh, wait, I want you to just hear that too.
Yep.
Pop, 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 pop. It's a daily at work. People are like, would you stop doing that? I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, if I could, I would, but you feel better when doing it.
Oh my God. And sometimes it's just the way I move.
Jeez. Okay. So honestly, not too bad, but left leg is a little bit shorter than the right.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty even, but
It's
just weird, but
it's only about 2-ish maybe millimeters.
yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy.
I usually shock people when they check. They're like, "Why are you even in so much pain?" I'm like, I don't know.
Let me know if there is any pain with me palpating and pushing in.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I did have a digital motion X-ray done on my neck,
Okay.
and it said that from about C4 down to T2 is pretty stuck.
Okay.
So, although that's what my PT's been working on, so it might be looser than.
When did you have that digital X-ray done?
Beginning of June, I think.
Okay. Any pain with me pushing in?
It's pretty sore.
Are they? Okay. Good. There we go. Good.
Oh, it already feels looser.
Good. I know especially what you said from C4 down to about T2. And
Oh,
then,
my shoulders they feel looser already.
good. There we go. Yep. And then keep your thighs just a little bit tight. There we go. Whew, that was a good one. Yeah.
You should have seen it 4 months ago before I did the dry needling and all the scraping and stuff.
Really?
Oh, it was bad. I have a very high pain tolerance though, so.
You've been dealing with a lot your entire life, and then really more recently just finding out. But yeah, like you said, it's genetic, you're born with it, and yeah, it sucks that it took that long to, actually figure it out, but
It didn't help that nobody else in my family had been diagnosed, so.
oh, gotcha.
My family doesn't like to talk about. Oh, yeah. Felt that in the collarbone.
Good.
My old chiropractor used to do that when this was frozen.
Oh, really?
She used to try to anyway. Ago, this shoulder was 3/4 of an inch higher than this one. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's back being like level.
My PT is not necessarily nice to me. I tell him that too, though. So.
The thing is, you actually need that.
Yeah.
A lot of times if he was just going very soft and gentle with things, you're not going to get the best response out of it. So
He's like, it's a good thing you have a high pain tolerance. I get home and my mom's like, why are you so bruised? Because it's working.
Exactly. Go face down again for me.
For some reason, right in here, it always hurts. And I don't know if it's my ribs or if it's actually my spine.
Okay.
Nobody has been able to figure it out.
Okay.
But, like, I can't stand for very long without it aching.
All through here.
All through in there.
Okay. is it?
Yep.
Flip onto your back for me.
How loose my ankles are.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I felt that in my ankle for sure.
Good. There we go.
Ah. This is what I had surgery on. I'm missing a sesamoid bone.
Oh, are you?
No idea how I broke it either. The podiatrist was like, no, you know. And I'm like,
No, I don't though.
and I broke a big toe.
This one around that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was in high school. Ah, that one. I was playing with the high school boys right before a soccer game, and one of them stepped on my foot, and I played the entire season with a broken big toe.
Oh my gosh.
Told you I have ultra pain tolerance.
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh.
I always love it when they pull on my neck, when they're cracking my neck, but I'm like, no, I need more.
Yeah. Yeah, they just do it typically like that light.
They're like, this is traction. I'm like, no, I want more. Oh. Wow.
What did you feel?
I felt a tug in here,
Okay.
but my whole neck cracked, which it definitely needed.
Oh yeah. Well, even like you said it felt like a bowling ball, like how you were showing me. And, oh yeah, you could tell you needed this stuff.
But it's like that part here that has been bothering me is where it just tugged.
Okay. And then you can turn for your swing.
Oh, I didn't tell you my tailbone's broken too.
Jeez.
I fell down a flight of stairs 11 years ago.
And after all that.
I have a 3.5 to 4 inch scar here
Okay.
because I fell down a flight of stairs and hit a concrete wall.
Oh my gosh.
That's part of the reason I had this surgery. I had a bruise from here to here that's that wide. I didn't know the stairs were there. It was introduced to me as a closet. It was really the basement stairs. And I didn't realize that I had actually broken my tailbone then. It wasn't until 3 years ago that it finally was hurting me so much that that's why I went to the doctor that is now treating me for my Ehlers-Danlos.
Yeah.
And because I had complained about my tailbone, but all my doctors were like, well, they can't do anything for a tailbone. And so finally, I got an x-ray on it, and he said to me, he goes, do you know your tailbone's broken? And I was like, well, I assumed. And he goes, no, it's broken. He goes, it should go like this. He goes, yours goes like this. So that's why he's been doing a lot of trigger point injections, like really close.
Now it's
because the muscles are like pulling.
just what you need, huh?
Yeah.
Legs back here again. Perfect.
Oh wow, that's still in the neck. That one I didn't feel down below. It was just the lower neck this time.
Okay.
But it was the part that I've been told was like
With that digital.
with the digital motion x-ray.
Yeah.
I actually have it on my phone. I'll have to show you. But that's the part that every time I get my neck cracked, I don't feel like anybody has gotten it.
Yeah, because that never.
Yeah,
really-
that literally was this part right here. Wow. Yeah, my dad, he always used to joke that, like, especially when I was in my 20s, he's like, you're a 20-year-old in a 90-year-old body.
And now what you wanted to hear?
No. But, you know. Oh yeah, that definitely loosened up the lower part of my neck.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's ever gotten that. Yes. Like I always feel like it just needs to be popped right there.
Yeah.
It feels like I have to push it. It needs to be pushed to the side, and it doesn't feel like that anymore.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually feels normal now. Like this bone right here just always felt like it was off to the right.
Okay.
Right here, it always felt like it was off to the side,
Yeah.
and it doesn't feel like that anymore.
Good.
To me anyway, it felt
Yeah.
like that, and it doesn't feel like that anymore. I just always felt like, oh, I need to push. It needs to be pushed.
Okay. So that's went back, loosened up as of
Yeah.
right now. So this part is
Yeah.
good. We got.
And it was always hard with some doctors because they're like, oh, your range of motion. I'm like, this, and they're like, no, stop. And I'm like, but for me, that's not normal. I can usually go further, you know what I mean? And they're like, but that's not okay. And I'm like, but for me,
Correct. It's different.
it's different.
Jeez. All right. Ready for some scraping?
Yep.
And then there's Florida. Yep, it's already coming up right in there.
Sounds about right. I bruise easily anyway because of the EDS. So.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
But I think some people give you such a hard time because it looks like you're doing it harder than you are.
I know.
Because you're muscular, and then that is a very intimidating device. He's not doing it that hard.
Yeah, no. It's,
compared to what you could do.
oh my gosh, I know. No, you're 100%
beating
right.
the crap out of me, and he's not.
Well, your back looks looks definitely different. Someone would be looking like, oh my gosh, just breaking blood vessels. Like,
Oh yeah.
I'm not going hard enough for that.
Well, that's
Just,
what I mean by my mom is always like, what did they do to you?
Some people though, they just you get started with this, and because of like chronic issues.
And that's what it is. It's just showing the chronic issue and bringing it to light so
Yep.
that you know how to treat it.
Yep.
The first time I had it done, my PT was like, just want to let you know, and it was probably like 10 seconds into it, you're going to be pretty bruised. I'm like, okay.
But yeah, with this you can clear this. You got a good spot right here. Everyone, I mean, obviously with the
That's
rubbing,
usually-
is it?
Well, that's where whenever I feel like I need to dig on, it's usually right there. Is that where it is?
It popped up a tiny bit higher.
Oh,
Yep.
yep. Well, I was digging in there the other day, so.
Oh, we're okay.
But right here is sore.
Is it?
But that's also, you were just digging on, that's near the bone, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yep.
maybe that's why it's sore.
Yeah, right at that angle of the scapula there.
Oh yeah, that's about right there.
I don't know, it's coming out.
No, but I think it's because it's near the bone. Usually near the bone hurts just because of hitting the bone.
Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, but no,
There
that,
was one spot he got on me, was it 3 weeks ago, that just grinded. I was like,
oh, you had one of those.
God.
I'll get that every now and then with the grinding like
I
that.
was like, are there rocks in there?
Right?
I was like, okay, we can stop. I'm like, I don't really like the rocks.
Yeah,
But I'm okay with the muscles. The rocks we can do away with.
yeah, every now and then. Actually, yesterday, I had, when I was doing this, one patient, it was like grinding,
Yeah.
and it sucked for him, but he, I mean, loved it.
Yeah, it sucks when it's being done, but once it's released and everything, you're like, oh.
Yeah, night and day difference.
But while you're going through it, not only is the fact that it hurts, But the sound you're hearing while it's going on, you're just like, oh God, no.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good, and you're like, is it supposed to sound like that? And you're like, no, it shouldn't, but when it is, yeah, it's a lot of knots, a lot of adhesions. I mean, you got a lot going on.
I'm trying to think of what side it was. I want to say it was this side, because, and it would make sense because this is the side that I had shoulder surgery, but
Okay.
oh man, I was like, can you please stop that?
Oh yeah, you get that. You gotta take a little breather.
Yeah. And he did. He was like, I'll stop for a second.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm the same way. Even when I get it done to me, it's like you're going, and then when you find that spot, you're like, all right, give it a minute, and then
and that's what
go back.
I never do that to him. I never make him stop, and I was like, okay, we get it done. I was like, that crunching is just too much. It doesn't help that I have bony shoulders either.
Yeah, you feel this even more. When it hits that, like on the angle of the bones and whatnot. Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, you got a good muscle. He goes, that's your shoulder. I'm like, oh. That's a good spot right there. He's like, good, like, doesn't hurt or good what? I'm like,
Yeah.
good pain. I don't know what to call you. I'm like, when you live in pain 24/7, I'm like, there are good pains and there are bad pains.
Yep. No, you're.
Good pains are ones that you know are going to result in you feeling better.
Yep. Exactly. Oof, okay. Yeah, that's when you kind of got two spots in here, and then in here. This one you got a bigger one, kind of.
Sad thing is, the right side felt better when you were doing it. I was leaning into it. I'm like, keep going.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then. This is coming out really, actually quickly even too.
I have a feeling I would. I feel you going over every rib.
Mm-hmm. I've even done this and it left literally over like every rib.
I've seen some videos like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy crap. I'm telling you, my back has just, it's to the point where, like, sitting all day isn't great for me. And I have a sit-stand desk, but I stand for like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, and I'm like, no, I gotta sit.
Oh my gosh.
And not only is it my back that hurts, but I feel like I have shin splints, but I don't have shin splints. I'm like, because I've tried the taping and everything. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I used to have to do it all the time, so I know how to tape my shins. And no, it's horrible. So I'm like, there's something chronic going down on my back, but I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah. Actually, that right in through here, there's a really deep one. Granted, it's kind of going all the way down,
But is
but
that section that I was telling you about?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right in
Gee.
there.
And the thing is like when I used to see the same chiropractor for like 10, 15 years, but she didn't take insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just getting way too expensive for me to pay out of pocket. Because she wanted me to see her like 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
And so, hold on, I gotta read through this.
Yeah, because I'm even going light and it's just all coming out.
It's just that line where I told you was hurting.
Yeah.
And she used to, that line where I told you on that right side, that rib used to pop out all the time.
Gotcha.
And it hasn't done it in a really long time, but I get pain on that whole part of my back. Yeah, that's better. So, but everybody would, whenever I would mention it, they would feel that part of my back and be like, oh, no. It's like, no, there is.
There is.
That's where good little injections at.
Okay, all down here. Yeah, and I'm not going to say funny thing, but it's actually not pulling out any chronic down here. Whereas this, I mean, yeah, you lightly went over and it just...
And maybe that's because since he does the trigger point injections, it's not like as inflamed.
It could be.
It's just sore. And it's been several months since he's done them.
Okay.
So, like, it's probably due in another couple months. I know that my tailbone one is going to be due. The weird thing is the first time he did my tailbone injection, it was November of 22.
Okay.
And he said to me, he goes, I can only promise you maybe 20 or 30% relief. And these injections usually only last 3 or 4 months. And I was like, I will take anything at this point.
Yeah, anything's better than nothing.
I got 100% relief for a full year.
Wow. See, and that is, I would say, more on the unheard of side.
Yeah. Well, the second time I got it done, which was in November of 23, I got probably 80% relief.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm probably due for another set of injections soon.
Okay.
Because it's getting to the point where I can't. It's getting pretty sore again.
Dang.
But, like, with my back, I sit on a heating pad all day.
Do you really?
I sit with a heating pad behind my back all day, every day, while I work.
Oh my gosh.
I just can't handle the pain if I don't. And that's with me taking oxycodone.
Even with that too?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the thing is like, I am prescribed 6 pills a day, every day, but I only take maybe 2 or 3.
Okay.
Like, I don't take the full prescription, and my doctor knows that, so like, it's, my prescription is for 30 days, but I fill it maybe like 45 or 50.
Okay.
So, like, I am the last person who will abuse it, but I have to have it because otherwise I have days that
That bad?
I will. So I just, there's some days, like yesterday, even though I flew I think I only took 2, maybe 3 pills,
Okay.
which was really good. I thought I was going to need more. Today, I think I've only had 1 so far.
Okay.
So, but the problem is the whole reason that I even ended up on it more so is because they had originally started me on naproxen, like a really high dose,
Okay.
and it was killing my stomach.
Oof.
And there wasn't anything else that they could really put me on because Tramadol doesn't work on me. There are a lot of drugs that just my body doesn't absorb properly. So oxycodone is really the only thing that works.
Oh. Well, at least you got it to the point where it's not.
Yeah, I
like,
used to take a lot more in a day, and I myself have just reduced it. And I always had told my doctor, I'm like, I refuse to go over the 5 milligrams.
Yep.
I won't do it. And I've tried. I'm doing my best to get off of it as much as I can. Like I told my family, I'm like, 2024 is the year that we get us started better. Because they were like, why are you flying to Tampa to see a chiropractor? I'm like, 2024 is the year I'm getting
Well, main spot.
Yeah.
Right here.
Exactly where I said it was.
This got really, really big, even through here.
Yeah.
Granted, it goes up a little bit through here. Same with this, kind of goes up, but.
The rib sections, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly where I've been feeling it.
But yeah, a little bit more on the right and through here compared to the left, but yeah, so traps.
The chiropractor I used to see, she was having, you know your body.
You kind of have to, though. If,
Yeah.
you know, in your case.
What I have for conditioning happened now.
Yeah. Good.
Even though I, had to breathe through the pain and everything, I already can feel the relief. I can't wait to see what the laser does. Like, there's already relief in those 2 spots.
Good.
My parents were like, what do you want to go down there for? I'm like, why strap and scraping? They're like, you need scraping here. I'm like, yes and no. At home, insurance dictates what PT can do.
Yep.
Like, right now, he can only work on my neck. He can't do anything else.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, because insurance is like, work on one part of the body at a time.
Yep, I know. I can't stand that.
It's like, oh, good. I'm like, I will travel to get a full body workout.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I definitely cannot stand, is that you're dictated everything by insurance, even though you, especially when it comes to chiropractic, to me, everything is connected.
Yeah.
You know, low back is connected all the way up into the neck, but if you've got, low back pain and you never do anything in the neck, that could keep that from never getting better, because that doesn't.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a class 4 laser, and I know you said this is one thing you've never had done yet. Yeah, so literally with this one, I just want to get these 2 areas because they're your most pronounced cross,
Okay.
and then we're gonna go up on the next one.
What exactly is the laser supposed to do?
So people tend to always ask, what does the laser do, or what is it accomplishing? And the laser actually works through a process called photobiomodulation or photobiostimulation. And what this is going to mean is that the laser stimulates the cells to release more energy, or ATP, so the cells have more energy to help you heal. In the process, you're going to experience a decrease of pain, swelling, inflammation, and an increase of oxygen and blood flow to the area of injury, which adds in that increased tissue repair and rejuvenation. If you guys are looking to get this done, you can go to reliefnowlaser.com and you can find your nearest laser doc to you. Yeah, even a lot of docs that I know, they almost consider this more as a regenerative medicine, just because of the healing process it ignites when using it. That's why it kind of intrigued me with getting this in here, because I was like, you know, there's a lot of times, you know, I wish I could do more than just chiropractic related.
Yeah. Well, the whole time that I was seeking out trying to figure out what was wrong, I always said to my PCP, I'm like, I need somebody that treats the whole body and not just
Like a region.
Yeah. I'm like, or why don't doctors talk to each other? I'm like, if they're only going to specialize in one thing, at least talk to each other.
No, there's no communication at all. Even you could be within the same hospital, there's not going to be communication.
I'm like, because I would have gotten a diagnosis so many years early.
100%.
And it took me advocating for myself and putting pieces together. And honestly, if I didn't have the job I have and read medical records every day, I probably wouldn't have figured it out.
You know, you are actually probably right. Yeah, you're actually probably right about that.
It was between that and digging through Facebook forums that
Yeah, which it...
I finally was like, oh my god, wait, I think this is it.
Yep, answers to questions. Because you're finding other people that are dealing with similar issues and...
And that's exactly what it was. I was like, I stumbled across the Facebook forum and people were talking about, I have, you know, if you saw all the conditions I've been diagnosed with, they're all comorbidities to Ehlers-Danlos.
Oh.
And people were just listing off all the things that they've been diagnosed with, and I was like, wait. I have all those.
Yep.
And then I was like, this just makes sense.
Well, and then luckily you found that one doc, which you said you had to like almost beg to get a referral to go to, and now you see yearly. And that one finally was actually running all different types of tests. And
yeah. He doesn't have the best bedside manner, but...
You know what? You get the job done.
Yep.
Be a prick for all I care.
And that's what I said. My parents went to one of the appointments just because he in some way saved my mom's life, because when my parents went to that appointment, he suggested that they get genetic testing done. And my mom found out she had breast cancer genes, so she upped her mammograms.
Oh my god.
And she found out she had breast cancer.
See, but if
she found out like super early, and so she didn't end up having to have chemo and radiation because she found out super early, but she had a super aggressive form. So had she not found out when she did,
it could have been...
It could have been really bad.
Yeah, the outcome could have definitely been different.
Yeah. And both my dad and I have the colon cancer gene.
Okay.
So those are things that we wouldn't have known had I not gone to this doctor.
Yep, you are right.
So.
Yeah, I always said if I ever had something going on, I'd want somebody like Dr. House.
Exactly.
Prick with bedside manner, but it always comes up with the...
I love that show. I know, whenever I watched it, because I watched that show, I think, when I was first feeling sick.
Okay.
I was like, one of these days he's going to mention what I have. And actually, he did have a show that had Ehlers-Danlos on it, but it was like, I didn't find that out until years later.
How are you feeling? How was the scraping?
You're good.
Good.
Yeah.
How was the laser after?
That was nice. It was warm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was nice.
Are you ready for the
Yes.
another Y strap?
Yep.
Perfect. Good, good. Yep.
Tell me when you want me to really apply pressure.
You're good too.
You okay? Isn't that hurting you? Okay.
Still felt it in the neck.
Just in the neck? Okay. Thank you.
My neck is apparently very screwed up.
Yeah, I want to check some. I gotcha. Deep breath in and out. Little one in there. Oh. Okay, come on up. And then you can turn that way.
That would be my wrist. I've never gotten more than one knuckle. That's the one that always needs to be done.
Yeah, that one went.
This one I can do on my own.
Gone.
Yeah, I just go like this and I go like that and it pops really loud.
And this one not.
Not as much. Oh, it's nice to get that second knuckle. I can get the first.
Yeah.
The second one. Oh yeah, that definitely feels better. Look, you do the elbows.
Yeah, let's check that one.
I can't do the elbows.
Sometimes so.
Feels pretty good. This one you might be able to get. Yep.
There it was.
I'm like, this one feels a little loud.
Dang.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Good.
You know, I want to check one more with the, let me bring that up. Stand up. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Bring your arms up. Okay. Squeeze tight. Okay. All right, a little tighter, tighter, tighter.
Oh, nothing there.
Let's check this one.
Nope.
No.
I think we're all popped out. Which is rare for me.
Yeah.
Might be able to get these ones. Yeah, I have patellofemoral syndrome, so. Yeah, I told you I can name pretty much anything and I probably have it.
Yeah. Gosh. Well, I mean, at least a good bit. I was wishing we could get a little bit more on the decompression, but the neck must have just been that.
The neck is pretty.
Yeah, that kind of messed up. Granted, like you said, with like C4 down to T2, the movement wasn't. That entire area was locked up.
Yeah, but that. Just the fact that that moved. I should show you that. I have the.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'll show you that.
Definitely.
That's good.
But yeah, a little bit different than what you've had done before.
Much. But just the scraping makes that feel better.
Good.
So.
Yeah, you'll see now when going in the mirror, you'll see right across that area, the chronic area, it just like,
Popped.
It lit up. Even with, I mean, you felt how I was scraping. It wasn't.
No,
like,
it wasn't. The breathing that I had to do was more of a, because I knew it was all coming out.
Yep.
The pressure you had on there wasn't hard.
Yeah, it could be. But if you look at your back, that might say differently.
Exactly.
But
Like people will say,
yeah, it was.
you pushed too hard. You definitely didn't push too hard.
Oh, I know. But
Yeah.
oh heck yeah, perfect. You are welcome.